This is not just a toy car, it's a Hot Wheels.
They're the fastest metal cars you've ever seen. Mattel's new Hot Wheels.
It costs about 200 rupees and for decades it's been a part of childhoods across the world. But here's the part you probably didn't see coming. Some Hot Wheel cars are making people millionaires.
The collection today is worth well in excess of $1 million.
So how did a simple toy become an investment? And why are collectors in India, yes, in India, suddenly obsessed with these tiny cars? Well, we thought about it, so let's talk about it. To understand why Hot Wheels are so valuable today, we need to go back in time to 1968. A time when toy cars were simple, basic, and honestly, a little boring. That's when Mattel, the same company that's also behind Barbie, decided to take toy cars to the next level. To outshine competitors like Matchbox, Mattel hired real car designers from the automotive industry. These designers brought in their expertise in creating sleek lines, bold colors, and details that made each Hot Wheels car look like it belonged on the cover of a magazine. But making the cars look cool wasn't enough. Mattel innovated with the wheels themselves, developing a unique low-friction axle system paired with ultra-smooth plastic wheels. The result? Hot Wheels weren't just pretty to look at, they were fast. And hence, kids obviously loved them. It wasn't just about owning a toy anymore. It was about racing it, showing it off, and trading it with your friends. But eventually, what really made Hot Wheels stand out was the idea of collectability. From the very beginning, Mattel marketed Hot Wheels as more than just toys. They were miniature works of art. Each car had a personality, a story, and sometimes even a backstory tied to real-life vehicles. Over the decades, Mattel released several limited edition models, holiday specials, and collaborations with pop culture franchises like Star Wars and even Batman.
Abhi, one of the last ones I bought was this Hot Wheels की Batmobile animated series वाली. I personally want the tumbler, जो मुझे मिली नहीं कभी.
मेरे पास है actually. Wait, I'll show you. I have the I think 2012 वाली Batmobile है. This is
Dark Knight Rises के time से.
I have a really old Mitsubishi Lancer. ये I think this is one of the first जो मैंने अपनी collection में ली थी. I think I've got these McDonald's वाले उसमें से जब उन्होंने अपनी release की थी.
I also have one McDonald's one in my collection, which I think is from 2003. But I have this baggie of these really old Hot Wheels. This one right here is something from like 98 or something. This green car. इसके अंदर भी कहीं पे this purple one, the purple and orange one, that's Happy Meal wala from something like 2003.
Now here's the kicker. A car that cost just $1 in the 70s could now be worth tens of thousands of dollars depending on its rarity, its condition, and the story behind it. By the late 90s and basically 2000s, Hot Wheels hit Indian toy stores. For a lot of us, it wasn't just a toy, it was the toy. But again, being honest, affording a Hot Wheels car in the 1990s and even in the early 2000s was considered a luxury. Even among India's middle-class families, it was a rare event, maybe a birthday, maybe a special occasion that you got one or maybe two cars. But we absolutely cannot deny that we all wanted one. And funnily enough, it's these kids who grew up playing with Hot Wheels in India that are now rediscovering that love through collecting once again. Nostalgia is a powerful thing, transforming Hot Wheels from a simple toy into coveted collectibles here.
My name is Vineet Singh Bakshi. I'm 50 years old. I've been collecting for many years. Hot Wheels, I think I would have exceeded about 400 of them. We have a close group. We started in 2013. We fished out collectors. All of us used to collect as kids. I mean, it's just not a toy. It is a career-shaping tool.
You see, the global toy collectible market alone was estimated at nearly $16.7 billion in 2024, according to a report. And it's forecasted to reach $43.7 billion by 2034, growing at a CAGR of roughly 9.2%. In India, it's largely unorganized with no estimated size available. Still, the returns have been as high as 20-fold in 20 years. But how does a toy car transform from a childhood keepsake into a collector's dream worth millions? It comes down to three main factors. Number 1, rarity. Some cars are rare by design. Like the pink rear-loading beach bomb from 1969, Mattel only made 2 prototypes, and today those 2 cars are worth over 1.2 crore rupees each.
This is the rarest and most sought after Hot Wheel in existence. These were like 60 cents back in the 60s, and now it'd be easily $100,000 for this car. Okay.
Also, mistakes during production like mismatched paint or missing decals also create what are known as error cars, which are one-of-a-kind pieces that drive collectors wild. The second factor is condition. Now imagine finding a classic car with 0 miles on it. That's the equivalent of a mint condition Hot Wheels car. Collectors prize cars with original paint, shiny wheels and untouched blister packs. Even a small scratch can drastically reduce a car's worth, while a flawless piece can fetch tens of thousands. And the third factor within this is demand. Hot Wheels tied to pop culture franchises or special editions become instant hits. Think of the 1966 Batmobile or the Fast and Furious series. These cars attract traditional collectors and movie buffs alike. In 1995, Mattel introduced the Treasure Hunt series, a line of limited edition cars hidden among regular releases. These are usually marked with a subtle flame logo. And Super Treasure Hunts, on the other hand, are rarer with premium details like a Spectraflame paint and rubber tires. While a regular treasure hunt might resell for about rupees 1000, a Super Treasure Hunt could fetch easily rupees 10,000 or more. Not to brag, I seem to accidentally have found a Treasure Hunt series car myself. Look, if you're serious about collecting, you'll need to know about case codes. Hot Wheels are shipped in cases labeled with codes. For example, A, B or C or onwards. Certain rare models, including treasure hunts, are tied to specific cases. By tracking case codes, collectors can predict which cars might be available at their local store.
और हमारे पास आ गया है Hot Wheels का Q case, जैसे कि आप देख सकते हैं.
Here I am with the L case.
In India, this knowledge is spreading fast. Social media platforms like Facebook and WhatsApp and the groups on them are filled with communities with collectors sharing tips on treasure hunts, case codes and trading rare finds. But of course, when you're on these platforms, be careful who you're dealing with, do your research because scams exist everywhere. India's Hot Wheels collecting scene is young right now, but growing rapidly. People aren't just collecting for fun. They're treating Hot Wheels like investments. The rarer the car, the bigger the payout.
Some people just collect, like the way you said, to invest money and to get some bigger profits because it's a collectible at the end of the day. Today, made in India Hot Wheels are not available easily, but they go very high in prices.
But why are people spending so much money on toy cars? The answer lies in a phenomenon called nostalgia economics. As kids, toys like Hot Wheels weren't just objects. They were our versions of adventure, speed, and imagination. These cars let us experience the thrills of racing Lamborghinis, Ferraris, and muscle cars in our own homes. Now, as adults, those same toys hold an entirely different kind of value. Because here's the fascinating part. Nostalgia sells. Around the globe, spending on collectibles has skyrocketed. From action figures to trading cards, and now Hot Wheels. These items tap into something deeply emotional, the desire to hold on to pieces of our childhood. In India, this is creating a unique opportunity. Those 200 rupees Hot Wheels cars sitting in your old drawers right now, they could very well be worth thousands, if not lakhs. Go take a look. And as the global collectors market grows, India's nostalgic wave is just beginning to pick up speed. For many collectors, it's not just about the money, it's about holding a piece of the past. For some, it's passion, for others, it's an investment. But whether you're in it for the joy of collecting or for the promise of a profit, one thing is clear. In India, Hot Wheels are no longer just toys, they've become reflections of childhood and an entry into a growing community of enthusiasts who are just getting started.